Breaking news, everybody. My dad totally messed up. He forgot there was a sprint race this weekend.
I did forget that there was a sprint race this weekend. By the way, what is a sprint race?
A sprint race is a race that is shorter than the races, and the top 8 get points.
All right, so now that we know what a sprint race is and that we had forgotten that there was a sprint race this weekend, let's talk a little bit about the sprint race. Who won?
Max Verstappen won first, Lewis Hamilton won second, and Checo Perez won third.
Lando Norris had actually started in pole position, and after the start of the race, unfortunately he wasn't able to keep that position for very long, as Lewis Hamilton was able to overtake him quite quickly and lead the race for 8 laps.
Meanwhile, Max Verstappen was making a plan to get in front of Lewis.
Absolutely. So, after about 8 laps, going into lap number 9, Max was actually able to overtake Lewis Hamilton and take over that first place spot and put Lewis into second place. Now, during that time, Max was able to create a 13-second gap between him and Lewis, starting from lap number 9 and going all the way until the end of the race on lap 19.
He made a 13-second gap in only 10 laps? That's crazy. But the real start of the race was the battle for third. The drivers involved were Alonso, Sainz, and Perez. Meanwhile, when Alonso and Sainz were fighting for position, Perez snuck in front of him.
You're right. It was an awesome battle for third. So what did you think overall of the sprint race?
I thought about the sprint race was fun and exciting.
Great. I think we should now start talking about the main event. Let's talk about the race. So the winners of the race were?
Max got first, Lando got second, and Checo got third.
So how did these winners match up with your predictions?
My predictions were Max would get first, Charles would get second, and Checo would get third.
So you got 2 out of 3 right?
Yes.
Awesome. I unfortunately only got 1 out of 3 right, predicting that Max was going to come in first place. Now, although that these were our winners, we did also have some losers in the race, and unfortunately, the biggest losers of this race, in my opinion, were Visa RB. And why? Because both Daniel Ricciardo and also Yuki Tsunoda, unfortunately, were not able to finish the race successfully. And especially for Daniel Ricciardo, that this is a very, very troubling season for him, that he has not performed very well, and he's looking for a permanent seat. So what were your overall impressions of the race?
It was very thrilling, and I'm really excited for the next race.
Now, last question I'm going to ask you is about Zhou Wanyu. What did you think about this being his home race?
I thought he was very emotional at the end, especially that this was his first race at his home.
Yep, because he is the very first Chinese F1 driver to have ever participated in F1, and also this being his home race, it was very emotional for him. Now, just a quick reminder that we do have another race coming up in Miami between May 3rd and May 5th, so make sure to stay tuned and watch out for our videos, and also make sure to catch the race.
Subscribe and speed to those notifications.
Bye.